Not happy.
Yes, sir.
I'm not happy with you, man. You now,
That's the one, who picked up the PCS in felony court and they ended up dismissing it.
right, you're on probation in our court. A motion to revoke has been filed because testing positive.
Right here is where the tension finally snaps. When a judge says, "We've gone round and round," it's a clear sign the defendant has a long history the audience hasn't even heard yet. And the moment those words drop, you can feel what's coming. The judge is about to unload years of built-up frustration, usually a strong signal that a tougher consequence is on the way.
Picked up a criminal case. You picked up a PCS. Failing to blow in your device, failing to participate in program. So for now, I'm gonna have to take you see the jury box. Do you have a lawyer here today?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna appoint your lawyer today, and then we're gonna talk about how we go forward. Take a
Thank
seat.
you, sir.
Box, you're not allowed to leave. Please.
Your Honor, so the state has filed a motion to revoke community supervision on Ms. Gonzalez. I just spoke to Ms. Gonzalez about each of these, and so I'd like to be able to respond to them before the board if possible.
Sure.
Well, I would ask them to start with their motion though, actually.
So here's the deal.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a lot of history with Miss Gonzalez, a ton of history you don't know about. And we've gone round and round with her testing positive for alcohol, pills, meth, cocaine, alcohol, and it's literally been over and over, and it's been over. And now while she's on this probation, she tests positive for meth.
The night she tested positive for amphetamine, meth, and opiates, and on the March 5th, she tested positive for THC. She's also had skips on her device, 12 in February, 5 in January, 8 in December.
So I really think, and I warned her at the outset when she got on the probation that it was a problem, that I was going to put her in treatment. And I think that this is truly the only appropriate way to go forward, because we gave her the opportunity to do this on her own, and we multiple times, and it's just not happening.
I have signed up for treatment, sir.
Ours is better. And I think that that's really the only appropriate course of action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to amend your conditions to go into treatment. I think that that's, the evaluation is to do who.
Yes, go ahead, I'm sorry.
In terms of the treatment, Your Honor, is it that you are wanting it to be jail-based treatment or could it be facility?
I used to use, yes.
It's correct. When we're helping ourselves to Tascasita, it's a 3 to 6 month program based on how to respond.
Your Honor, I have my father at home by himself, Your Honor,
Gave you the opportunity, ma'am.
may I speak to you
Not gonna-
openly? Just for a second, Your Honor?
No, I've heard it before. You've told it to me time and again, and I've heard it time and again. And I'm sorry, but we gave you the opportunity. You're testing positive for these.
Please.
So, Your Honor, I think when I spoke to her before, the only thing that we were talking about in terms of possible failed drug tests was a test that I showed from last month for marijuana. And so her explanation for that, Your Honor, is that she has broken her arm in 2 different places.
Yes.
And pain management issues. Until we were here now, I'm only hearing about these other things. The only reason I bring it up, Your Honor, is because if she is having some type of issue with substances, I support treatment. I just question whether the jail-based treatment is the only possible option. Like, could she go into custody and be transferred from there into a facility where she has to be inpatient for 120 days or however many days you're requiring? Does it just have to be who? I guess is what I'm asking.
Here's the thing. Every time that I've done a TRAS on someone and I've deviated from it, we've paid for it dearly.
Notice this key legal insight. Judges rarely stray from structured treatment programs because, statistically, leniency often backfires. When he says, "We've paid dearly," he's pointing to repeat violations, new charges, and the risks those patterns pose to public safety. For viewers, this is the moment you can practically predict his decision before he even speaks it.
They've either picked up a new DWI, a felony, and I really take homage in the TRASs because I tell you, every time we deviate from it and I acquiesce to something that you guys want or defense wants, we pay for it dearly and they end up in a worse position. And so that's why this has been an ongoing battle for 2 years. We've had an ongoing battle with Ms. Gonzalez for 2 years where it's been nonstop testing for this or testing for that. And I can show you the proof. I've got the proof. And now while she's on bond, she picks up a felony PCS. She's testing positive for these things, you know?
I would just add the felony PCS was
I get it.
dismissed
I get it.
It's my medication, sir.
within 5 days of it being filed. So
I understand. I get it. But I really want to do what the TRS says. You know, I'm sorry, man, but that's what we're
I
going
can't
to do.
leave my father, sir.
These are things that you think about when you're out there in the free world. We gave you the opportunity, Ms. Gonzalez. I'm not going to argue with you.
No, sir, I'm not trying to argue with you, sir. I don't think the drug tests are, you're not, Your Honor, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to say you're not looking at it correctly, but maybe you're not remembering, sir. I haven't
So
drank
maybe
in
she wants a
15 years.
motion, maybe she wants a hearing on, maybe she wants a hearing on actually revoking her probation. if
Not
that's what-
revoking it.
So he's not.
Not revoking.
No,
You're just changing the conditions.
what I'm saying is, my drug tests, sir, those are my medications that you're calling out, sir. The Adderall.
Okay, stop.
Yes, ma'am.
Just, I'm sorry.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
I'm not going to argue. No, we tried this.
Can you please tell, his name is Steven, he's around the corner, that they're putting me in jail. How long am I gonna be?
It's all up to you. If
Your Honor, I will
well, the
do
treatment-
anything. I can't take my dad's not gonna have anyone to help him, sir. If we
I'm not gonna
please
argue
look,
with you, ma'am.
no, sir, I'm not trying to argue.
Had the opportunity.
I haven't drank in 15 years,
Thank
Your
you, Your
Honor.
Honor.
You have to look at my stuff. It's not right.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Harris. Morning. Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Your Honor. On April 16, 2025, officers on patrol observed two males gambling in front of a store. The males were seen throwing dice on the ground and exchanging money. Officers arrived on scene and detained both males. Upon pat down of the defendant, an officer observed an unholstered handgun tucked under the defendant's right armpit. The officer recovered a black semi-automatic handgun from the defendant's possession. Officers observed the defendant to be born on January 8, 2008, making him 17 years old and unable to legally carry a handgun. The officers also observed the defendant to be on probation for an aggravated assault, serious bodily injury.
That's different.
Yes, sir.
If it's just the age, no way, right? But if he's on probation, that makes a different story. Where is he out of probation?
This was out of the 314th.
Deputy Miranda, does he smell like weed right now? I'm ordering you, Mr. Harris, as a condition of your bond, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. You're what, 17?
Yes, sir.
I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You're to go test and then you're to come right back. Do you understand? If I find that you have a weapon, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. And let me tell you, those jails that you're in juvenile are a lot different than our jails. So get a clue. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a seat for me momentarily, please.
Your Honor, I have Zion Harris on docket. I think this is his first setting.
Yes.
And so I think we're just looking for bond conditions.
Done.
He's young.
He's on probation for an aggravated assault. What's he doing? Have you talked to him? Is he back there?
He's in school. He's in school.
Yeah.
Yes, he is here.
Did you test him? Meaning that they test him and that he's basically presumptively positive for THC for marijuana.
This is one of those viral judge moments, a mix of tough love and real-time life coaching. When a minor on felony probation keeps testing positive, judges often shift into pure prevention mode. Here, he isn't just setting bond conditions. He's trying to reshape this kid's entire trajectory. And it raises the real question. At 17, would you have taken this advice seriously?
So I'm going to order him not to use, and I'm going to tell him that I'm testing him in 50 days. If he tests, I'm going to test you again, and it's going to be 50 days from today. If you stop using, it shouldn't show up in your system. If you test positive again, it tells me that you've continued to use, and it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing with yourself these days? Where? I don't know why you're smirking, dude. You're not going well through, you're on felony probation. You've now picked up another case.
Your Honor, I just think that's nervousness.
I go to JJ, but tomorrow I got an appointment for a GED trade school.
That's great. At least you have to do something with your life. Let me tell you, this life really, really sucks if you don't have money. And I would say most of the problems, most of the fights, most of the people that are in custody, two reasons. One, no self-control. Number two, they ain't got no money, so they'll do anything for it. And that's why they end up in custody. It starts now, while you're 17 and 18, to get on things and not end up as another statistic. Do you understand? What time was it? Was it in the middle of the night? You're not to go back to this store, this place where you were hanging out with. I don't want you to go back there. Do you understand?
Judge, I'm looking and I'm not seeing a stated time here or when the office occurred.
Okay.
According to the defendant, I asked him the same thing. It was the afternoon. It was around 6 or 6:30.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks, and I want you to show me proof that you're either enrolled in school full time, or that you're actually working. But the days of you just doing nothing all day, it's not going to work. Smoking weed all day, doing nothing, it's not going to work. Do you understand? I'm going to keep a close eye on you so we know that this system will not fail you. If you end up in custody, it's because of you and you alone. Is he here? Are you here with someone today? Your mom? Come on up. Thank you so much for coming. I just don't want him to end up as another statistic. He's on felony probation. He's picked up a new case. He's testing positive. No more. I'm going to test him 50 days from today. If he continues to smoke, it's not going to end up well. And I'm going to, I need your help with me. I can't do this alone. What does he do all day?
But he just got accepted into the GED program to take a trade and a GED at the same time.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's going to happen with that? Is he going to start that now?
I enroll him tomorrow.
Okay. So what's the schedule? Okay. My only other concern is I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Nothing good happens at 2 a.m. when you're 17. So I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I'm going to give you a curfew as well. So what do you think is reasonable as far as a curfew?
7, 8.
Oh, I was going to say 9 or 10, but if that's what you want, I'm at your mercy. Whatever you think's appropriate.
I think 8 is fine.
Okay. That's it. So whatever you think, guys, appropriate, I'm with you. So whatever you think, whatever you want, I'm game. If there are any people that he's not to hang out with that you know about, let us know. We'll make sure that he's not going to hang out with them as well. And then, I'm going to put a monitor on you so I know you're not messing around. Do you understand? If your mom tells you something, you must agree. If she says jump, you say how high. You have any problems, just let us know and we'll try to take care of it for you. Okay? It won't cost you a thing. We're going to waive all the fees so you won't have to pay for anything as well. Okay? So this is your primary source of contact. So if you ever have a problem, she can let her know, she'll let me know, and then we'll try to fix any problems. Okay? Don't use. It's not going to go well. Do you understand? Okay? All right. Make me proud, man. All right. Thanks.
That's all I have, Your Honor. My big student.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, how are you?
Good, how about yourself? All right, I have 2 cases today. One, Jennifer Griffith. This was the case where she lived in Alabama. Yeah, it's here on the docket today.
Oh, and I'm thinking of someone else. Griffin. It's not old, right?
No, it's not. What had happened, remember, Judge, is she did not show up on her original court date, and then I came later last week and showed you that the summons for her in Alabama, because she lives there, didn't
So we
arrive
gave
till
her
afterwards.
today?
So yeah, so you said if she showed up today, everything would be okay.
Okay,
And so she is here. And so today's technically her arraignment.
I'm bringing her up.
Sure.
So we have to do the arraignment.
Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're charged with aggregate theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officers were dispatched to Academy, the store in Harris County, Texas. The loss prevention officer advised on February 21st, 2024, a white female motioned for the white male to select a shirt from the hanging rack. The male selects a shirt off the rack and places it in the shopping cart. The female selects 4 boxes of Pro V1 golf balls that cost $55 each and places them into the shopping cart and conceals them under their shirt. They walked out of camera view to a rear aisle where they concealed the 4 packages of golf balls inside of a black purse. The defendants exited the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay for the golf balls. The defendants entered several other Academy stores and had stolen golf balls. In one store, Daniel Zimmerman placed the t-shirt on the counter and proceeded to purchase the t-shirt using his debit card for the amount of $21.64. He used his PIN number to complete the transaction. The debit card had his name imprinted on the card. The defendant passed all points of sale with no intention of paying for the 5 packages of Pro V1 golf balls, total value of $275. Sales receipts were provided that showed the debit card made a payment by the male individual. A total of 15 boxes of Pro V1 golf balls were stolen. The total loss for Academy Sports and Outdoors was $825.
Ms. Griffin, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now barring you from going to any academy. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the co-defendant in this case, Mr. Zimmerman.
That's her fiance, Your Honor.
Now, we've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him.
Yes,
If
sir.
he tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. No more PR bonds if you become a danger to my city. You pick up a new case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jamae. We'll have you take a seat in the juror box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go.
Okay.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, meaning you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with them. Like I said, if you're gone in Alabama and you're just not remaining in contact with them, I'm going to issue a warrant. And I'm going to tell you, if we have to pick you up in another state, you'll spend quite a bit of time in custody.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand?
Yes, Your
I'm
Honor.
saying this won't be a problem with her, Judge. She's kept in good contact since we initiated.
Okay, good. I hope so. Just don't be a danger. That's all I'm asking. You
Absolutely.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Thanks, Colin. Do you mind following those conditions? Just no going to any academy, no contact with co-defendants.
My other case was Armin Stewart. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No. I want to make sure he follows the conditions. And so Stewart. Is she here?
He's here, Judge.
Great. Shall we get it done?
So she's not accepting any offer, and I think they're going to be refiling as a felon in possession case, essentially. The state's going to be dismissing this case, Judge, is my understanding.
Richard?
I'm.
So
Can you bring her up? Can you bring her up? I'm so sick of playing this. This is just. I'm sending this for trial right now. I'm not taking anything. I'm tired of this game. If she ever shows up at 1 p.m., I'm going to hold her in contempt. How long when can we get this trial set?
So Judge, I know you're going back and forth with this too. Sorry, I looked at this. So
What are you gonna do?
I'm dealing grand jury today. I'm going to try to get the grand jury to call in.
They have given you an offer in this case. By you rejecting it, he's telling you now he's gonna go to grand jury to have it indicted as a felony. And you're gonna be looking at a 3rd-degree felony. You realize this. You wanna set this thing for trial? Or what do you wanna do?
I'm fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to get email grand jury today.
You were set for trial this Tuesday and you showed up at 1 p.m. If you do that again, I'm going to have a contempt hearing and you'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand me? When you were set for trial, you were to appear here at 8:30 in the morning, not 10:02 not 11:51, not 2, 8:30 in your seat. Do you understand? So how long, what's the soonest trial setting we can do? In the event that you don't get it indicted, because
I just asked for 30 days just so we can get all this things out. Better sit and all that. I mean, actually, it should have been done already, but I love just, I don't want to put either Cole or John on the spot.
okay, so this will be set for trial May 20th. I'm sending you now for a drug. Did we send it for a drug test yet?
I believe you did on Tuesday, Judge.
Sent her on Monday, I believe, and she was for something positive for THC and coke.
Hey, I'm revoking your bond. You're going to custody right now. She goes with you. Unacceptable. And now we set it for trial May 20th.
Give everybody a call.
5001. Yeah. Good morning. So you've talked to him about the program. You have no wishes to do that to try to get it dismissed?
No, I just think it's a little bit too much for me right now.
Look, far be it from me to try to lead you to water, to try to do anything that would try to benefit your career. You're old enough to understand that actions have consequences. And I'm telling you now that the action you are taking today, you will one day regret. It may not be tomorrow, may not be next week, but I guarantee you in 5, 10 years, 15, why in the hell did I do this? Because you have the opportunity to try to get this thing dismissed with a diversion program. Whereas now, when you plead guilty to something, it goes on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. You understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So, like I said, once you plead guilty, this isn't target. You can return it because you don't like it. It will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand? You ever get pulled over in the future, officers immediately look at your record to see what kind of record you have. If they see this prior DWI, they roll up to your window and they smell anything funky, it's probably not going to go well for you. And what we're doing today, from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You're allowed to make mistakes, but when you do and you continue to endanger other people's lives, the sentences get longer, the fines get larger. A second DWI, like I said, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail, not to mention a supervisory fee of $6,000 they tax onto you. And if you don't pay, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. You understand? Are you sure you want to do this? Okay. How do you plead to the DWI? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'll sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your driver's license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. There's a $3,000 surcharge that would normally apply to you when you plead guilty to a first DWI. If it's above a 0.15, it's a $6,000 surcharge. I'm going to waive the fee for you today. You come back with another DWI. It's a minimum 30 days and a $6,000 surcharge. You understand me? So you want to get lit, don't get into a car. Even if you've had a sip of alcohol, you get in, you get pulled over, officers see this, it's not going to go well for you. Good luck. All right, Greg.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any case that you pick up. Well, not any case, but Class A. You understand me? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense, ma'am?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to it. Good luck to you. Thanks, sir.
I have one more, but we'll wait on paperwork.
Please see the clerk. Okay.
No, yes.
Let's do Washington first, and then, because I'm going to end up probably spending more time with Jamal Washington. Come up. Good morning, Mr. Washington. Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. This charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, direct to be arraigned, charged with in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead to it, that's it. You understand? Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. We'll roll your court costs. You won't owe anything. And good luck to you, sir.
Thanks.
Trevon Frazier, come up. Why? Why would we do this? You know,
Regular motor vehicle is not guilty of, Judge. We provided exoneration.
Yes.
Material for that. He had an alibi defense. He was at work when that offense occurred. The theft case came from the burglary motor vehicle because he used that person's phone for cash out. So he's pleading on the theft and the burglary motor vehicle is being dismissed.
theft, after robbery, after gun case, after trespass, now working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why would we just continue to take these proverbial slaps on the wrist when you continue to pick up cases? Not only that, you can't even keep up with bond conditions because he has a bond violation, right?
Judge, he had bond violations and he revoked his bond. He spent 18 days in jail. He was going to stay in jail. His girlfriend bonded him out this past weekend. He didn't have phone service, and that's why he didn't go to take the drug test on Monday. And as soon as they contacted me, I contacted him, told him to contact pretrial, and they told him he needed to contact me again. But he did not have phone service, and when they notified him, he needed to be there Monday. He didn't receive any new bond conditions after he bonded out because it was on the weekend. But he would have tested had he known he had to be there. He contacted me immediately.
People don't get it when it comes too easy, when you continue to get these proverbial slaps on the wrist. You just don't get it. All I care about is my city. All I care about is protecting everyone. And here you are with working 8 and 9. Now another proverbial slap on the wrist. How does that benefit anyone? What have you done to change your life? What have you done? What are you doing right now, Mr. Frazier?
Oh, well, I'm going back to work. Like I said, my system should be clean, so I'm trying to get my tweet card and get back in the.
Someone's got a case of the spostas. You got a case of the spostas. So I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do this.
This is what I'm doing now. I just got out of jail Monday, so I'm trying to get my life back together. That's all. That's what's going on right now. I'm in the process of doing that. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I just want to come to court. My boss lady said she wanted me to come to court first before I just came back to work and had to miss work again.
I think that probably the only way that I would do something is that I can hang on to you tight to make sure things are done the right way. So I know you're doing right. This, you just end up with just a bunch of more convictions. And now the next time it's a felony. If I take this, which I'm telling you, I'm not going to, the next one, you're looking at a felony and you're looking at years instead of days. And with probation, I'm okay, but I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it, Mr. Frazier. I want to make sure that you end up on the up and up and just don't become another statistic. And this, you're just another statistic and it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Carl.
Okay.
But if you want to do probation, I'm happy to do it. That way we can maintain and make sure he's doing right. But
We talked to the judge.
talk and let me know. So